Good morning, darlings. I know it's been a minute since I've been live, and I will apologize for that. Life has been crazy. The holiday season was nuts in all the good ways. After holidays were not so great, but I am back. We are in full swing, and everything is going back the way it's supposed to be. I apologize if you hear a puppy whining. She's down here at my feet. I got a puppy for Christmas, and she likes attention. But for those of you who are new to this, who haven't caught one of the lives before, I am Meg Campbell. I am the host of Look What Meg Found, where I find creative and handmade small businesses for you. And the weekly recap is where I show you a quick view of what it is I found this week that you need to see. So we're going to dive right in like we always do. I have my coffee. I am caffeinated. Apparently, I think it's Halloween today. It could be worse. So let's dive straight in. Something that happens, and I don't care who you are, this has happened to you. You have gotten attached to an item of clothing, whether it's clothing owned by someone else, whether it's clothing owned by you, and that clothing no longer becomes wearable. Whether in my case, it was my wedding dress and my husband's suit jacket, we're never going to wear those again. Whether it's the clothes of loved ones, whether it's your kids' clothes as they've grown up, whether it's like their sports jerseys from, their winning season or whatever that may be. I have something that you can do with those clothes that makes them functional and makes it so that you will keep them with you at all times. This is from Grandma's house. She does memory bears. This is my bear. This used to be my wedding dress and my husband's suit jacket. This is like the cutest thing. It is the emotional impact when I opened this box was incredible. Seeing the memories from one of the happiest days of my life turned into something I can actually hold and squeeze, and they're very, very, very squishable. Very squishable. When I got married and wear a veil, I wore flowers, so she went so far as to recreate my flower veil or my flower headdress that I wore. When you order them, it comes with embroidery. You are limited on your characters, but that makes sense because there's only so much space. But she put our names, she put our anniversary. And I absolutely love this because this is something that you can set out. You can put this out to remember rather than having our wedding dress and our suit jacket just stashed in a closet somewhere. We can actually look at this and get the memories that come from that day. Literally every time we look at it. I am in love with this. I actually have an order in with Carolyn because we lost my Nana. I'm waiting on her clothes to be gone through so that they can get me shirts. And then I'll be having Carolyn make memory bears from her shirts. When I get those, of course, I'm going to show them to you guys. You know I do. But if you have clothes that you are hanging on to that belong to a loved one, that have special memories that you want a way to showcase, that you can see every day, that you don't feel like they're just in a box somewhere, I highly recommend you reach out to Carolyn. Her Facebook page is in the description of this video. And I'm going to tell you, I had a hard time parting with my wedding dress and his suit jacket because there's so much memory involved in that. Carolyn takes the time to ask questions, to get to know the why. The why is that piece of clothing important to you so that she can do the best job she possibly can to honor your intentions behind the piece. Now, when I first met Carolyn, this is the second bear I've had her do. The first bear I had her do, I sent her 5 shirts because there are 5 of us. And we had just moved away from the area I grew up in. We're 600 miles away from my family. So I had her make a bear for my parents for Christmas one year. The first year we were down here, I had her take 5 shirts that were shirts we wore all the time, some of our favorite shirts, and make mom a bear and my dad a bear. That way they feel like we're there with them. So I highly recommend you look at Carolyn if you're looking for unique gifts, if you're looking for ways to reconnect with people that live halfway around the world, 600-700 miles away. It's a great way to create a keepsake that people are going to appreciate and love and want to keep forever. And she does such a good job with them. Now, there is a 6 to 8 week turnaround. So I always tell people, if this is something that you think you want to gift, even though it seems crazy, I'm aware it's January. If this is something you think that you would like to get something made for a lot of people, for like a family, go ahead and reach out to her now. Get on her list. That way she can block out the time for you and get this done, because I adore her bears. Now we're going to pump the brakes. We're going to take a sharp left turn, because the next piece I have for you, I sat down out of camera. Hold on. The next piece I have is a vest. And let me see if I can stand up, because like I said, I've got Puppy behind me. She says, no, don't move the chair. Okay. This vest is from 22 Shades of Grey, Peggy Gray. I adore Peggy. I adore where she's coming from with her clothing lines. Peggy is a designer. What that means is when you find something that you really like that Peggy makes, but you're like me, and when they put you together, they gathered up all the spare parts and put them together, because I am not built like a normal person. You know, going to the store and buying clothes is a nightmare for me. They don't fit right. They just don't. You can say, hey, Peggy, I really love that MaryBeth vest. The problem is I'm really tall. I'm really short. I'm really long-waisted. I have a really short waist. And she can make these to fit you. And there is something to be said that I did not understand until I worked with Peggy and Brandon Duya. Y'all have heard me talk about Brandon a lot. We're going to do another one on her shortly. But the power of having clothing that fits you is amazing. Being able to know that the clothes that you get out of your closet fit you the way they are supposed to, not the way they came off the rack, is beyond incredible. So this is the MaryBeth vest. And like I said, I would stand up, but Lola says you are not disturbing my sleep. It is, here's the best feature. You ready? It's got pockets. Not only does it have pockets, it has pockets that are actually functional. My whole phone just went in there, y'all. So when you're wearing this, you can use the pockets. It has a very, very awesome line difference in line. The back the front is shorter than the back. It creates a really good line when you wear it. And it has a draped neckline that, depending on what you're wearing it with, you can adjust the draping to how you want it. You want to wear a really long statement earring, so you don't want a bunch of fabric bunched up around your neck. You lay it down really long. You want to really accent your neck and the vest. You can bunch it up. I love the versatility of this piece. This piece right here is one of those staples that you keep in your closet, because when you need to dress something up, when you need to take an outfit that looks okay and make it look incredible, you pull this vest out. It will go over long sleeve shirts. It will go over short sleeve shirts. I guarantee you, come this summer, I will wear it over tank tops, because it just looks incredible. So if you need clothing that is made for you, made so that you can feel like $1 million in your clothes every time you get dressed, definitely reach out to Peggy. All of her contact information, again, is in the description box. You guys already know that. You know that's where I keep everything. All of the contact information is in the description box. On the YouTube channel, which is Look What Meg Found, there are full reviews, full-length reviews with all of my thoughts and opinions on both the items I've shown you today. And I'm also going to take a minute, for those of you who've hung around all the way to the end, I love you all. Thank you. I'm going to ask that you guys help me with a little project. You guys already know my husband challenged me to get my YouTube channel monetized by Christmas Day. If I did, he was going to pay for a new tattoo. That has come and gone. We did not make it. But what we did in 6 weeks was take my channel from 850 view hours to 3,064 view hours. So in 6 weeks, we had a massive increase in views. So I'm really hoping that you guys can do me a favor, spend some time over the next couple weeks watching the channel. Or honestly, if you've already watched all the videos, and I know some of you are going to pop up in the comments and say, I've seen every single video. And to that, thank you. Let it play for several hours a day. That way it will still accumulate view hours. And I still need to work on my subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you could go to the channel and click subscribe. And other than that, you guys have an amazing week. I will see you guys back here next week. I'm going to itch my nose again. Y'all have seen me enough. You know I always scratch my nose for some reason. It itches. But I will see you guys back here next week. And other than that, if you guys really, really desperately miss me and want to see me again, I'll be live again in about 30 minutes over on Meg Campbell Designs. Bye, darlings.